What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. This video is a come ship with me video. So I'm going to be doing all my shipping of all the items that sold for me in the last 24 hours. So you get to see all the items that have sold. But also along the way, I'm going to be showing you how I ship them. And I'm going to be just talking reselling talk and some of the topics that I am going to be talking about when I think that you should be marking items as shipped on Poshmark and Mercari, t-shirt bundling, and also when I start listing my Christmas items. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my Mercari sales first. I did sell 3 things on Mercari. I did not sell anything on Poshmark, which is kind of weird because I've actually been selling a lot on Poshmark lately. I've been doing better on Posh than I have Mercari, but it is that rare day that I did get more Mercari sales than usual. So the first item is going to be this skateboarding shirt by a brand called Independent. This brand was really popular with like the skater boys when I was in high school. I think that this one was kind of like a vintage type shirt, but I did have it listed for quite some time and it never sold. So when someone sent me an offer on Mercari for $7, I was happy to take it. All my Mercari items, I do charge shipping, and Mercari doesn't charge the seller any fee. So it was just a straight up $7. So I was happy to sell this and move on with it. I'm pretty sure I got this at a yard sale. Most of my t-shirts, like these types of t-shirts that I get at yard sales, I spend $1 or less. I don't like to spend a lot of money on clothing at yard sales, especially just regular t-shirts. All right, I've already printed out the Mercari labels ahead of time. Next item is actually something that I bought for my daughter. I think I bought it at a thrift store. I can't remember, but it's these shorts. They're Nike shorts. These are size extra small and they sold, and it sold pretty quickly. I think I've only had them listed for probably a couple weeks or so. I've mentioned this before in my other videos. Small size items do still sell regardless of what other people will tell you, especially for back to school time. Somebody probably purchased these shorts for their teenage daughter, just like how I originally did. I can't remember how much I paid for them. I don't even remember if she even wore them or not, but I did buy them for her. I didn't buy them for reselling, but I listed them and they sold for $12. I had them listed for $15. Someone sent me an offer for $12 and I was happy to take it. I love picking up Nike stuff if they're in great condition. Nike's is just one of those things where it always sells and it always has. Even back when I first started reselling, Nike's always just been one of those things that have just been so consistent. And not all of their stuff sells for big bucks, but you know, it's just those things where if you're at yard sales and you see Nike stuff that is in pretty good shape still and it's super cheap, pick it up. It will be a quick little sale for you. All right, last item that sold on Mercari is this lot of Disney Tsum Tsums, little figurines. These aren't like the plush. The Tsum Tsums are really popular for being like little plushies, but these ones are actually hard figures. They're like vinyl, kind of like the pops. Yeah, this lot sold for, I had it listed for $15. Someone sent me an offer on Mercari for $12 and I took it. I got this at a yard sale. It came just like this, I think even in the same Ziploc bag. And I think I paid $1 for it for the whole thing. So honestly though, when it comes down to it, I don't think that the Tsum Tsums really do that well. I did actually sell a big Winnie the Pooh plushie. It was probably like this big of the Tsum Tsums, and that one sold really quickly too, and I think I sold it for like $20. So yeah, there are still ones that are good, but I would never ever pay up for Disney Tsum Tsum things. All right, so I'm shipping it in a 6x4x4 box. so that takes care of Mercari. I'm gonna bounce right into eBay. Oh, and by the way, and I'm only talking about this because I saw this topic be brought up in a Facebook group. I think it was a Poshmark Facebook group, but somebody had posted on there trying to give advice, but being really mean and rude about it at the same time, that when we mark something shipped, that we should never ever mark it shipped unless it's already dropped off at the post office. And I'm gonna somewhat disagree with it. I don't think you should ever mark anything shipped that you're not planning on shipping out that day. But I feel like it's safe to say, if you've already packaged the item, printed out the label, it's good to go, you're already on the website, on the page of the sold item, I'm just gonna mark it, because there are so many things that I do throughout my day. I know myself, and I'm gonna forget to go back after it's already been like officially in with the post office. I have my items picked up, so I don't even know half the time what time they've been picked up and gone, right? Because I'm doing so many things. So I'm not gonna be thinking in my mind, I gotta come back later and mark it as shipped, because I never will. It's a bottleneck to tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna come back later. So I'm gonna tell you my advice. If you're using Poshmark and Mercari and you've already packaged something and it's good to go, it's getting shipped that day, just mark it shipped. There's no problem with that. So that's just my own take on that. All right, eBay. So this first sale, I have to give a shout out to my friend Emily, who watches this channel, who's also a reseller. We had a garage sale together recently, and someone had given her a bunch of Christmas stuff to sell at the yard sale. But she pretty much said that I can take whatever I wanted that was from that stuff. So I had taken this Santa Claus. He's like a country Santa, cowboy country Santa, and he like sings like Christmas songs, like country Christmas songs. It's super cute actually. And yeah, I listed it for $24.99 plus $12 for shipping, and it sold. And I listed it in June, so it's been about a month. And for a Christmas item to sell within a month, and it's not the Christmas season, that's pretty dang good in my opinion. So there's certain Christmas things that when I get them, I kind of make like my judgment. Do I think that this thing might still sell now? And if it is, then I'll list it right away, no matter what time of the year it is. However, if it's just like regular bread and butter Christmas items, I'll put them aside and I will make listings for them once it gets closer to Christmas. It's actually almost getting there. I'm probably going to start getting all my Christmas items listed in a couple of weeks. If I didn't have lots of things to list, I would have already listed them. But it's just one of those things where like, if I have like a Christmas item and a regular item that's like not out of season, I'm always going to list that item first. So I put all my Christmas stuff aside that I think will sell better during the Christmas season, and I'll wait on those as long as I have other things to list. But if I don't have things to list and I'm out of inventory, then I'll jump into that Christmas pile and try to get a couple of Christmas things listed. I actually do that every now and then anyways, because I don't want to get overwhelmed when it's time. So yeah, I could just kind of like trickle it throughout the year and get them listed. But this was one of the types of items that I felt was good to list right away. So thank you, Emily, for letting me take this. All right, so it's already packaged. Whenever I have like bigger items, I always package them as I list them. That way when I'm putting in my cost of shipping, I already have all the right dimensions for shipping. I already have the right weight. There's going to be no surprises when it comes to it. And I don't have to stress out about finding the box and everything. Like everything's good to go. And I'm so happy whenever something is sold that's already packaged and I know that I don't have to do it. It's like, oh yes, like I want to give my old self a high five. But yeah, so this one weighed 4 pounds. The dimensions are 21 by 13 by 15. And because this is going to Arizona from California, it's only going to cost me $7.43 to ship it. So that worked out really well. I'm very happy with this sale. Next item is actually a bundle of t-shirts. They are all Vans, all the same. Well, they're not the same size. There's smalls and mediums. And I just created a little bundle of these. I got all of these at yard sales. I'm probably in about $3 total for all 3 shirts. And I sold it for $20 plus $6.90 for shipping. I'm really into t-shirt bundling right now. My husband actually just went through and gave me a huge stack of his t-shirts that he doesn't wear anymore to sell. I'm gonna have those going live on my store, I believe August 1st and 2nd. So if you're interested in purchasing any of my husband's t-shirts, I have them for really good deals. Like, we go to Disney a lot, so we're always getting like Disney t-shirts and stuff, and Star Wars. He's really big into Star Wars and Marvel, so I do have some Marvel lots of t-shirts, Star Wars lots of t-shirts. They're in great condition. They come from a really nice home, and you know, if you're interested in them, you should buy them because they're a great deal. I think I listed the Star Wars shirts. There's about 9 of them, and I'm selling them for like $35 plus shipping. And then the Marvel t-shirts, I think I have about 4 or 5 of them, and I listed that for about like $20 plus shipping. So they're a really good deal if anybody's interested in that. This weighs 1 pound and 3 ounces, so I just rounded up to 2 pounds. And my cost for this is actually going to be more than what I charge. I charge $6.99 for shipping. I should have charged, the right price would have been $7.99. I don't know why I did the $6.99. I don't know why I do some of the things I do sometimes. I probably was trying to list it lower, put the shipping price lower so it will sell. But yeah, it's going to cost me $8, so I'm losing about $1 in shipping there. Not a big deal. Yeah, and these ones I listed in June as well, so they took about a month or so to sell. When I do t-shirt bundle lots, they normally sell in less than 3 months. So not all, of course, but most of them do. Whenever I do it with like kids clothes or youth clothes, those ones normally are the ones that take a little bit longer, but they do still sell. Next item is a vintage dress. I've had this listed since April of 2023, so it's been about a year and 3 months or something like that. It's actually a really pretty dress. Like, I kind of considered keeping it. This is what it looks like right here. I did list this dress before I had my mannequin. I keep thinking that I want to go back to all my dresses that aren't pictured with the mannequin and repicturing them. But it's just one of those things where it's like, when do I ever have time for that? Like, I just never, like, I always think about it at the times that I can't do it. Because I really feel like if you're selling dresses, if you don't have them displayed on a mannequin, or there's not a picture in your listing that shows what the dress looks like on, your chances of selling that seem like they're going to be like down by like at least 50%. So if you're going to be selling dresses, I highly recommend you invest in a mannequin. And you can kind of see my mannequin back there. I love mine. I bought mine on Amazon. I think it was like $70 or something like that. And it's just the perfect mannequin. It's a size medium, so I even display like my plus size clothing on it, and it's just like perfect. Like, I love it. So if that's something you're interested in, I do have that link for it in my Amazon affiliate link in the description. But this one, I dropped the price several times, and it finally sold for $7.50. I don't know. I don't think I'm that great at selling dresses, guys. Yeah. How much did I charge for shipping? I charged $6.33 for shipping, which I'm having a really bad feeling that might not have been enough. We're gonna have to see right now. Yeah, I don't think that was gonna be enough. No, It was. It came out to $6.23 for shipping. We're good. We're all good. Next item is a super cute. I would have kept this if this was my size. Again, another size extra small. Look at how freaking cute this Little Mermaid V-neck t-shirt is with the little seashells and flounder on it. I fell in love with this shirt. I really wish this was my size. I would wear this to Disneyland if it was my size. It sold for $9.99. I did communicate a little bit back and forth with the buyer before she bought it. She had a couple questions. It ended up turning into a sale. She's a super sweet girl, so I'm so happy that this has sold to her. I charged $4.36 for shipping, and it's looking like that's exactly how much it's going to cost me. $4.36. I'm shipping hers in the cute little poly bag. Oh, her name is Marissa. I have a really good friend named Marissa, and I have a cousin named Marissa, so I love that name. All right, there's that. And then Lalaloopsy. I have such a soft spot for the Lalaloopsies because my daughter loved Lalaloopsies. Or I'm not sure if I love Lalaloopsies and I kind of like pushed it on her. So I don't know. But regardless, we had lots of Lalaloopsies in our house. And they're not all created equal as far as value goes. So I always recommend that you look up your comps on Lalaloopsy dolls. Sometimes if you find them and they're cheap and they've got their outfit and their shoes on, the outfit and shoes may be worth it for picking up. Just a thought. I've done that before with Lalaloopsy dolls. But this one sold a little bit better because it was more of a rare doll. Because most of these Lalaloopsies did not have rooted hair. Their hairs were like plastic, like a part of them. So this was kind of like a more of a rare doll. She's called Stormy Sky. And she sold for $35. Plus the cost of shipping. This is another shout out to my friend Emily because she had went to a yard sale and the guy just gave her everything that was at the yard sale. So she took it all. There's lots of toys, but she doesn't have time to list all of them. So, and she knew that like I sell a lot of dolls and toys. So she gave me a whole bunch of those. And this was, part of that. So thank you, Emily. This was a great sale. Again, $35. Buyer paid $7.39 for shipping. I'm gonna see if she'll still fit even wrapped in this bubble wrap. She's fitting in a size, I think she's gonna fit. This is a 7x7x5 box. The bubble wrap might like make it just slightly too tight. I'm still gonna find a way to make this work. Yeah, I think she's gonna fit. I think we've got it. Yeah, perfect. So that's how she looks in there. Perfect. You don't want your items to have too much space in their box, but you also don't want them to be too tight. You gotta find that perfect medium. All right, so again, I charged the $7.38. Sorry, my tape is so loud. Let's see what she weighs. 13 ounces, which is less than I had originally and thought she was gonna be. And it's only gonna cost me $6.66. I hate that number. I wish I could change it and make it more expensive or less expensive by like 1 penny. Okay. All right. Next item is a hockey card. So we have a friend that visited us recently, and he had brought us a bunch of his hockey cards that he collected and just told us you can either keep them or sell them, whatever. So we kept a bunch of them, like the Sharks ones, because we're big San Jose Sharks fans. But like all the other ones I listed, and these are like the jersey cards. And I don't typically, I'm not really big fan of selling trading cards. I actually hate selling them. But these ones I felt like, okay, these are jersey cards. I know more about hockey than I do like other sports, so I'm just gonna list these ones, and they're selling a little here and there. I listed probably, I don't know, maybe about 15 of these. Slowly I'm selling them. They're all selling for around the price of $10 plus shipping, but the shipping that I'm charging is the standard envelope shipping that eBay offers that I love. So I'm just gonna ship it like in a regular like vanilla envelope. And I'm just gonna tape this one closed. So yeah, I don't know if you saw, the card was in a hard case protector, and then I wrapped it in some cardboard and then put it in here. So it's pretty protected. 1.3 ounces, so I just rounded up to 2 ounces. Let me check the measurements. So this one's gonna be a 6x5. And I do calculated shipping for the trading cards, and it charged the buyer 97 cents, and that's exactly what it's gonna cost me. Last item is another shout out to Emily. Girl, you have my back today. I gotta tell you that much. 3 things that you've given me sold today. 3. Okay, so this came from, she's so good at sourcing. This girl, I'm gonna tell you. She found, it's because she goes a lot on like Facebook Marketplace and like local groups and stuff. I need to get better at that. I'm really bad at that. But this girl found this one place where they were just like, someone was moving and giving away all their stuff. She went and grabbed a bunch of bins, and then she was just like, well, I don't really have time to list all these things. Same situation. And dropped off these bins for me. And there was like a bunch of jerseys in there. And I've been consistently selling these jerseys like really well. I listed them prices to sell though, because I wanted to sell them fast, especially since for me this was free inventory. And I'm so grateful to my friend. I have awesome friends, guys. But anyways, this was more of the nicer jerseys that came out of there. It's a St. Louis Cardinals double extra large jersey. This one sold very quickly. It sold within about a week or 2 of being listed. I love selling jerseys. I do get kind of scared sometimes because I worry about selling fakes. But my husband's really good at being able to spot if something's a fake or not. And he's been teaching me. So if I'm out there sourcing and I'm just like, I'm kind of skeptical on something, I won't buy it. I'll just leave it behind. But if I feel like something's real, I buy it, bring it home, I show it to him, and like he like authenticizes it. Did I say that right? For me. So, but if we're just like not sure on something, we just won't list it, right? And then I always make sure to include lots of detailed photos of the jersey, and I've never had a problem before. All right, so this sold for $29.99 plus $7.38 for shipping. Let's see, I have here that it weighed 15 ounces. Yep, I was right. So again, $6.66. I hate that number, but what you gonna do? All right, and that's pretty much going to be everything. My total cost for all these shipping labels is going to be $40.31. I'm just going to look over everything real quick, make sure it all looks good, which it does. Print these bad boys out. All right, well, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful, useful in any way at all. I start my new job next week, so I'm officially going to be selling on eBay part-time. Go back and watch my last video if you haven't watched it yet. I talk all about it. I'm really excited to start this new job. I am going to be making a lot of changes within my business because it's now going to be part-time. Once I kind of get the swing of everything, I'm gonna make a video that kind of goes over how I transitioned from full-time to part-time, because I'm sure there's other people out there like me who are in the same boat. So that's gonna be a fun video. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to get everything ready and situated to start working again. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about this new job that I got. And I think it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be very fulfilling for me. So I can't wait to see what the future holds. And I'm gonna try really hard to still post videos as often as I can. I'm gonna try to, at the very least, do 2 videos a month. Hopefully I can squeeze some more in there, but I just don't know yet. I can't make any promises because I don't know what my life's gonna look like too much. Things are gonna change, but it's all good. God is good, everybody. Hard work pays off, and never forget that when you thrift upon a star, all your dreams will come true. I'll see everyone in my next video. Bye.